Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there, welcome back.
Welcome back, guys. This was yesterday's Patreon exclusive. Again, you can join the Patreon family for as little as $1 a month and help support our awakening as many as possible, and also get exclusive videos each week.
Indeed.
So, on to, craziness. Here you have a massive police presence. This is, guess where? Near the CIA headquarters. As you know, the JFK files, at least the first batch was released, over 10,000 of them. Some say there may end up being as many as 80,000 pieces of material that are going to be released. And, you know, a lot of it was very, very, well, there's a lot of finger pointing at the CIA. With good reason, as it looks like there was a lot that was withheld from the public about the CIA. So why do we have this police presence? Well, we have an incident that has occurred. There was a gentleman walking near CIA headquarters. He drew a pistol. Supposedly he screamed something about Osama bin Laden and President Trump. And then you have this tense situation where you have a barricade, you have armed guard all around them, some sort of negotiations going on. You can hear this.
Report's going pretty good. When we talk about nothing, he's good to go. But once we start getting into any kind of conversation, getting him to come out, he starts.
Check for an open mic.
Angry. He gets. Talks about Osama bin Laden, Trump, I believe he leads.
All units check for an open mic.
Anything else? Has talked about his family. They're pretty much a good hook so far. He's the baby.
So, you know, somebody that obviously was triggered by these revelations in one way or another. When you think about it, you know, we are in tense times. These times are as combustible as when JFK was assassinated and RFK and Martin Luther King. You know, the 60s all over again. Well, a little different. I actually think the potential is far greater than what we saw in the 60s for civil unrest and all sorts of chaos.
Well, how appropriate that all this gets released and happens at Mercury retrograde. Just saying.
Yeah, that's also, you know, part of why we did that video yesterday, because it is all in the stars. I know there are those that don't understand the astrology as the programming of this reality that we're in. But again, there's I saw one or two reports that said that he was arrested, but I didn't see anything official from any sources that this gentleman was arrested. Now, the one thing that we noticed that feels real strange is the weather locally, and this right here is, you can see this is showing all sorts of radar impulses in the deep south, you know, from Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, just intense radar pulses. And weird cloud cover. We do have weird cloud cover where we are. And, you know, in some of the things that have been declassified has been some about the geoengineering, weather warfare, chemtrail program. And yeah, this one is very, very interesting right here, because this one talks about spraying in order to take out crops. And yeah, absolutely. You know, this is another piece in the big revelation. Again, the apocalypse is the revelation. All these times we're getting these Wikipedias talking about just persistent contrails, and everybody's like, not everybody would believe those and say, no, that's obviously not a contrail. Again, many times we could see them coming on and then turning off. And there's no real logic to it when they try to, you know, explain it away with quote-unquote science that just doesn't make sense. Well, this particular piece over here that was declassified talks about certain biological and chemical agents that could poison crops, but look very, very natural. Just saying. Canadian airline cancels flights to Tennessee as other U.S. routes suspended as the war of the tariffs continues. So there's going to be a lot of grounding of people. It feels like people are, in one way, shape, or form, going to be forced to be a little bit more localized. Again, reach out to family, friends, have a plan, grow as much of your own food as you possibly can. Buy local, find out who is growing what in your area or raising what farm animals, and just be as ready as possible for any sort of chaos in these times.
Yeah, that's really all we can do.
Yeah, absolutely. But we want to thank you guys for your support. Couldn't do it without you. When you take on a big, dangerous endeavor, you got to be very, very careful and very, very precise, and look to nature to discover how to do things, is what I always say.
This guy's going to do a good job.
As he's pausing and listening very careful, does he hear it? Is it time to yell timber and run away? Is that what's going on in the political structure on the planet? It is exactly what's going to happen.
There we go.
Timber, guys. Look forward to your comments. Source bless and namaste.
Namaste.